Yes, that's right. Okay, we are on add and subtract fractions quiz 4, which is just going to be about line plots as before. I'm going to go ahead and ask the question. I'm going to pause for a few seconds. I encourage you folks watching on YouTube to pause after I ask the question, come up with an answer on your own, and then check to see if your answer is correct by unpausing and getting the answer from me. I will be sort of minimizing explanation. Let's get started. Pietro is measuring the thickness of his favorite books. He rounds his measurements to the nearest 1/8 inch and records the information on the line plot below. What is the total thickness of the two thickest books? All right, well, I see 3 6/8. Now, I'm going to pause for a second here because, oh man, there are two books of the same weight. Which one do I use? And the answer is it doesn't matter, right? 2 plus this 1 6/8 will be the same as 2 plus this 1 6/8. Doesn't matter which one you use. Either way, the answer should be 3 6/8 inches. A family picked apples at an orchard. The table below shows how many each person picked to the nearest 1/4 bushel. Create a line plot that shows all of the measurements on the number line below. Ready, set, go. I see 2 at 3/4. I see 1 at 1 1/4. I see 2 at 1 3/4. Chelsea records the number of quarts of water she gives her garden over 4 days. She rounds the measurements to the nearest 1/8 quart and then records the information on the line plot below. What is the total number of quarts of water that Chelsea used over these 4 days? Now this one's going to take some doing. So we have 7 4/8. We've got 7 4/8. We've got 8, 5, 6, and 6/8. And we've got 9, 1, 2, and 2/8. Okay, let's start with the whole numbers. I'll sort of section these off. 7 and 7 is 14, and 8 is 22, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 9 is 31. So far, so good. 4 and 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 over 8, which is really nice because 16 over 8 is better known as 2. 31 and 2 is 33. I believe she used 33 quarts of water all told. Looking at the graph, does that make sense? Seems about right to me. I believe the answer is 33 quarts. A produce mill or stand is selling baskets of peaches. On the table below shows the different weights of each basket. Measurements are rounded to the nearest 1/8 of a pound. Create a line plot that shows these. There's 1 at 5. There's 3 at 4 1/8. There's 4 at 4 3/4. There's 4 at 4 1/2. 1/8, 2/8, 3, and there's 2 at 4 3/8. I think that's our graph. The owner of a produce stand is selling bunches of grapes priced by the pound. She rounded each measurement to the nearest 1/8 of a pound. How much heavier is the heaviest bunch than the lightest bunch? Whoops, I did not mean to hit escape. That's okay. Khan Academy automatically saves progress. Where was I? 1 7/8 minus, I got 1 2/8, which is 1 7/8 minus 5/8. And that's quiz 4. Almost done, friends. We got one more thing to do. We got to do the unit test, and then we will be done with this topic and this stream for today.